What's up?
Hey, Scott, what's
How we doing?
Scotch
Wow.
for Dummies.
Bam! How you guys doing?
Yeah, I guess I'm deep talking tonight. Hey guys, we have a great little bottle of Scotch here. This
It is a little bottle. Look at
It
it.
is.
Cannonball.
Well, we're not sure if it's great yet.
Yeah,
but
we're actually-
well, I mean, we've hit it. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, obviously.
So we've done this is Glenrothes. This is the 2001 distilling bottle in 2012 or 2013. So it's 12 years.
12-year-old.
But Glenrothes is unique in that they give you just the distilled and the bottle date. They're not calling it 12-year or anything like that. They just give you the date.
Right, they just kind of list
a bit
it on
more
it.
honest.
So you have to subtract, is what you're
Yeah, so
saying.
you have to do math. Math is
Not
hard.
math stuff.
So Glenrothes is an old distillery, 1879. Been through multiple owners, and really in the mid 1900s or 1960 to 90, they really started building up their inventory. And but that's the thing that's unique is that bottle. In 1994, they took that bottle and kind of made it their signature style, and they've been known for it ever since. You see, even their box doesn't list anything about the age, the
No, it doesn't.
bottling, or anything. It's all on the bottle itself. So you got to look at the bottle. It's got its own.
Yeah, their boxes are pretty.
They're the same, aren't they? Standard. I mean, they have like two
Yeah.
or three different
Yeah.
bottles that
Different
are the same.
coloring.
Different
Right.
coloring.
To different.
And then they have different age expressions. And they also have a select reserve, which
It's
we have
kinda
not
basic.
had yet. But
So 43%.
Well, you got a healthy.
43% on a 12-year-old. What's the price
what
on
was the
this?
price on
guys?
this? I don't remember. I think
boy,
This was a gift. So
Sorry for that,
this
guys.
one's free.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Which means it goes up in our scale, our rating. But
I would imagine probably the 50s or 40s.
yeah,
I
it's
would think.
somewhere between
but
35.
they're
and
generally
50
pretty reasonably
Affordable.
priced.
Yeah, affordable.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you said it was a Speyside?
It
Yep.
is single malt.
Speyside single malt.
What are we gonna get out of this?
Oh. Floral.
It smells like Speyside.
Yeah, it does smell like.
It's got that sweet, fruity.
Buttery.
The nose isn't quite as pungent as.
A little sulfur. What is it?
What's the
43%.
what's the
I'm getting you
alcohol?
that sulfur.
43%
How
alcohol.
do you not get the sulfur?
I don't get
I
sulfur
know,
either.
I know, really. Usually that hits me like a ton of bricks. See, just 30 seconds and it's sweetening up. I mean, my first nose on it was perfumey, fragrant,
Yeah.
maybe florally.
Yeah.
But 30 seconds into this, I'm starting to get that sweet. Cause you said it, you hit it before I did with your nose, and I'm like, sweet, where are you getting that? Oh, there it is. You know.
I'm starting
It's
to get a
the back
little
part,
hint of
yeah.
spice
Get
on the
in there a
back
little
end
bit.
too. There's a little something back there if you work for it, man.
Little clover.
Fruit's coming back.
Yeah, yeah. It's got some pear, I think, in there, and some clover, some kind of a little bit of a spiciness.
Oh,
Pepper-
yeah.
I don't know,
Now I'm
maybe
getting the
even.
dried fruits coming through. That's
Is this a non-chill?
But this is not, I mean, it's not
Filtered,
very
so
nosy,
look
if
at
you
the
will.
color.
No, it's pretty light,
Yeah, we
really.
don't
There's
know.
not a whole lot of
I get more
like punch you in the
fragrant,
face kind of stuff
florals
going
than
on.
anything else.
No, yeah, there's some legs on it. It's not real obvious initially.
Now there's, if you get in the outside, there's more sweet right there.
Yeah, I get a little bit of oak in there.
Yeah, see, it doesn't say non-chill filter.
Oh, it's got oak and
natural
honey.
color, so we have to assume that it's not natural color, but it doesn't hurt my feelings.
It's got a nice, smooth flavor profile. You get the oak up front.
I smell
you get,
oak in it now.
I get
that's
honey.
For sure.
I get some clover.
I'm definitely getting honey in there. That's
And
sweet.
It's peppery too.
It gets
for
some
sure.
peppery clove on the back end.
Yeah.
It's got a nice. It's got a longer finish than I expected it to have for the light nose that it's got.
Wow, I kind of like that.
I actually,
it does kind of change as you let it roll over your tongue too.
yeah.
The oak is kind of that. I get that oaky finish.
It's definitely got oak.
Which
You
I
got a
like.
weird face, man.
I mean, so there's that.
What's
that,
normal?
That spicy, peppery,
I mean,
but I want to
weirder
say
than normal,
cinnamon.
right?
I don't know. On the side of my tongue, a little I mean, I'm trying to think back to the last.
Did you see it?
I was thinking. Busted
It
my
looked
chops.
painful.
It wasn't painful. It was, what is this on my tongue? I'm trying to think back to the last Glenrothes that we did, and I can't come up with
Yeah.
it.
This one's got a lot more distinctive flavors.
That's what I'm going
The other one that we did, I think, was a little sweeter flavor profile, if I remember right. And this has got some more pepper and some different things
It's
going
richer.
on.
This
Yeah.
has got some spice going in there,
Richer.
which I really like. It's going to be fun.
But the nose
drinking
isn't
this
nearly
over.
as fragrant as I would expect for the flavor
Ooh,
that
now I'm
you
getting-
get off this.
I mean, all sorts of caramel in the nose now.
Oh, now
Yeah,
it's,
now that you took
it's
it.
tasting a lot more caramely too, and the sweetness and the taste. And the
So-
water.
So like most scotches, this one is changing as we number one as we talk about it. Number two as off
Smells
gases, and as we put the
Yeah.
the taste on our tongue, and
Right,
then it goes
that
into our
changes
noses.
things.
That's the beauty of a good Scotch.
Not
It can
yet.
do that. It can change and grow and build like that.
I'm interested to see what this water does.
Boy, it smells like
It doesn't
rich,
change the nose.
rich buttery caramel now.
Poached pear.
Oh man, that sounds familiar. That may have been what you tasted in the last one.
Leave it to the
I'm
chef.
thinking it was,
Poached
but
pear.
you know what? So you ever had poached pear?
What's the
I
difference?
think we had.
I know, but what's the difference?
Probably
in
had
smell
this-
between a
We've had
poached
this
pear and a
conversation.
regular
In
pear?
fact, I'm going to go back and look at the other Glenrothes, and
Oh,
but
probably
that's what
had
I'm
the same.
tasting. So you take pears and you do you know how to poach stuff?
No.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
about
gonna
that
say
poaching
I
liquid?
smell non-poached pear.
Is that face again?
Okay.
Don't you wish you were here with
I-
us?
Oh my gosh.
I feel like my comments are wasted.
Poached pear. Buddy. What did
How
you say
about
about poached
poached
pear?
So you take the pears and you slowly cook them in a slowly boiling liquid. It's usually got some spices in there. Usually some kind of a liquor or wine is going in
White
there.
wine.
And so you gently cook these pears and then you usually take them out and
I say
He's not really.
it's like a warm marinate. Anyway,
That's
let's
Yeah.
get to the.
yeah.
Oh yes,
Let's get
continue.
to this.
You
So-
pour it to you, sir. You first.
No, Drew's up. He's over there.
I'm
got
over
water.
there. spoke.
I'm just putting water on.
Okay,
I really like to know that.
so the nose, florally.
No, not anymore. No, sorry.
But
This
the
is
water,
your comment.
the water didn't. You want to go ahead and go?
No.
The water didn't really change it so much the nose for me. It's still about the same. The water, I think, actually hurt the sweetness. I kind of liked it neat because I felt more caramel, especially as it sat here. But now the water kind of made it more woody, more oaky, I guess, for me.
That's fair enough. I hear it.
But I kind of like missed the sweet now a little bit. But it still tastes good. It's a deeper, richer Scotch. And it's kind of nice, actually. Guys, I'm not sure. I like it, but it's a little different. It's not that complex either. So I'm going to say it's probably a 2 for me. A straight up 2, honest 2.
Okay.
So I didn't get a whole lot off of the nose, really. I mean, there was some stuff there, but it wasn't powerful. You had to kind of work for it a little bit. With the water, without the water, it didn't seem to really affect that too much. Flavor-wise, first sip, it had oak and honey and flowers, finished off with some clove and some pepper, and it had a nice lingering finish to it for, especially for the nose. I didn't expect that at all. With the water, to me, it lost some of that caramel, but it kind of pulled everything in and gave it a creamy quality that I kind of liked. So I enjoyed this neat and with water. Just a few drops really seemed to
But you
kinda
would say the
round it
water
up.
did change it.
It definitely did change it, but I don't think that it hurt it really.
Yeah.
It's got a kind of a different flavor profile. It's got some sweet and some spicy. I kind of liked it. I'm going to give it a 2.5. I think it's it's not an
Fair enough.
exceptional Scotch, but it's got some good stuff going on, and I think I'd like to have another glass.
I think
I'll have
we
another
will.
glass too.
You're
Don't
right,
worry.
I think we will. I'm going to go back to my Scotch whore roots and say first off on neat on the nose. First initial smell was completely different than my second smell 30 seconds later, and obviously my
Right.
third smell after I had a sip. So lots of things came at me. I really like to watch this thing evolve and get sweet because I didn't get that sweet. I had a lot of floral, and then it turned a little sweet on the nose, and I took a sip, and that's where my rating comes in. That's why I want to give it a 2.5 because I really enjoyed what hit me on the palate. The follow through, the spice in the side of my tongue. Dare I say it was a little bit cinnamony, and you guys made fun of the face I was making because I was really trying to put it on. I couldn't figure out what it was I was tasting. I was trying to find that
Poached pears.
It was poached pears, absolutely.
It was definitely
Poached in cinnamon water. But I really like that. Now getting to the water, the water, I'm not going to say it killed it. I really don't think it did anything for the nose. It took the sweetness out of the nose for me and went back to that florally smell. And I really wasn't blown away by the palate on the water. It took away what I liked out of it.
Yeah.
So I liked it neat. I give it a 2.5 on the neat. If you're going to make me drink it with water, I'll give it a 2.
Yeah, that's kind of my thoughts exactly.
I'm not going to make you do anything, dude.
No.
I'm with him.
But I'm having another glass.
Fair enough.
All right. I agree with most of your comments. my initial nose, I wasn't that fond of. It tastes. I got some sulfur. I got some maybe light flowers, which I'm not real fond of in my Scotch. After you taste it, you get a lot more. I get a lot more caramel in the nose, which was nice, and I really enjoyed that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think I overwatered it. So there's a fine line between giving just enough to kind of expand the flavors a little bit, and then just kind of overwatering it. And I think I did that here, and it was fairly easy to do because I didn't have too much water. I'm going to give it a 2 because I like it almost neat. You know, just one drop, and it just kind of
Balance,
opens up,
right?
and
Changes it,
it really gets sweet, caramely.
Sure.
A little bit of dried fruit on the nose, which I really like in my Scotch. But the flavor, the taste and the palate was a little flat for me, and there wasn't quite enough differences in it. And while there's a little oak, and I do like the oak finish, once you put a little water on it, it kind of went away from me. So I'm going to give it a 2.
Yeah. I think
So
we're
we
all
got
pretty even.
2, 2, 2, 5, 2, 5. I can do
2
that.
and a
math.
quarter.
2 and a
quarter.
quarter.
Whoa, that's
There we
hard
go.
work.
Wowzer, man.
So Glenrothes, 12-year, bottled in 2013.
Yep, it's a 2000 distilled in 2001.
Yep.
Bottle in 13.
Purple.
43%, single malt, Speyside Scotch whiskey.
Tasty stuff.
Throw the
Good
hand
stuff. 2.25. Yeah, I like the bottle. Thanks so
Cheers.
much, you guys.
Cheers.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe.
Yep.